Hey, thanks for clicking. I really appreciate that. So today, let's talk about money. Okay, everybody likes money. Everybody wants to make money. Well, not everybody, but some people do. So I'm here to tell you and kind of show you how easy it is to make $300 to $500 a day. It's really not that complicated. You don't need a whole lot of stuff to start. You don't need a lot, really. I'm going to show you. Anybody who watches my channel knows that we have a ton of equipment, and we've been at this, I don't know, 4 years, maybe, kind of my retirement gig. So we have a lot, but I'm going to show you how you can do it, how easy it is to do it, and like what you need and what you don't need. So let's flip it around and take a look. Things you don't need. You don't need a big truck. You don't need a big trailer. You don't need any of this stuff right here. How many mowers do you have? How many machines do we have? I have a whole trailer over there full. I think there's another 0 turn, and there's all kinds of stuff in there. There's some other things you don't need. You don't need a big dump truck. You don't need another 18-foot trailer that just sits over here. Now I'm going to show you how I started and how simple it is. Now, let me just, if you're like one of those really lazy people, I'm not even going to tell you that this video is not for you, because you really don't have to be an overachiever to make, let's just say, $250 a day. It's really pretty easy. If you haven't picked up on what it is, it's cutting lawns. So Kelly's Lawn Service, all that kind of stuff. But let me show you what I did and how I started. Brace yourself. Here it is. This is a lovely 1997, that's right, minivan. And you know what? I still drive this minivan every single day. Has a little sentimental value because it was my father's, but it is an awesome vehicle. And let me show you what you need. Okay, you actually don't need the chainsaw. You need a string trimmer. Yep. You need a push mower. That's it. Nothing fancy. You don't even need one of these fancy blowers. They make little small blowers. All you need to do is, blow off a driveway and a walkway. And let me tell you what, you see what you're looking at right there? You're looking at your own business right there. You can pick up the stuff used. You can, I don't know how you're going to get it. You figure that part out, but it is not a big expense. You don't have a minivan, hey, a little SUV. You know what? You can even do it in a car. Things you do kind of need, unless you're in an area where you can do it in a tight neighborhood where you don't need a car, but you do need some kind of a vehicle, okay? And you do need a little bit of effort. You do need a little bit of effort. You have a lot more effort, you're gonna make a lot more money. You got a little bit of effort, you can make a little bit of money. But, when you're starting out, depending on where you are, it's different for everybody, but if you're in a more city area or in areas where like downtown areas, those are where you go first, okay? You go into those areas because they have a lot of like rental properties or houses that are closer together, and they don't have big yards like this, because this is not what you want to target when you're starting out with a push mower and a string trimmer. You know what I mean? Shoot for those like downtown areas. And another thing is the houses are closer together, and a lot of time you'll find like people who own more than one of those rental type houses in the downtown areas. It's like the grass on the sidewalk, smaller properties like that, and that's where you start, because you still make a decent chunk of change. I mean, I'm up here in the Northeast, we're in Connecticut, so to get $50 for a small lawn is absolutely not unreasonable at all. Most of our lawns are between $50 and $75 for some of the big ones, but it's not always the size of the lawn that makes the price. A lot of it is how complicated it is. Is it on a big hill? Is there a lot of trimming to do? So those small properties are always overlooked. And yeah, they're a little bit more effort to do in the beginning, but I'm telling you, you can do it. You can start it now. I don't care if you're 15. I don't care if you're 50. It is really a great way to do it. And, you know, like I said, I started kind of fooling around with it. It was kind of a little, like a semi-retirement gig for me. And that's how I did it. And you don't need any special licensing. I mean, if you start a little thing, you can register with the town. They like that, you know, they like their couple dollars in tax, but you don't need any fancy licensing. You don't need any contractor's licenses. I have some pretty basic insurance that you can start with. That's just like a basic liability insurance that'll cover you. You can even do them right on the Facebook. Always has the little apps and things, you know. But you can get something there. It's not a lot of money, and you know, you're good to go. Okay, so you know, I'm not going to get too much into the thing of how to build a business and that stuff, but I'm just telling you, with that little bit of equipment and a little bit of energy, you start out. I mean, myself, without trying to kill myself, I mean, even now I try to work about 6 hours. I don't push more than 6 hours, but within a 6-hour day, you could easily do 5 to 6 properties. $50 to $60 to $75 a property. You do the math. You figure it out. You figure out what your overhead is, and you figure out how much you're getting paid and how many hours that you're putting into this. I guarantee you, if you put even 50% of effort into this type of a business, that within a year, you'll upgrade all your equipment. Within 2 years, you'll have a truck and a trailer. It'll just keep growing and growing and growing as more as you put effort into it. It's very lucrative business. So there's so many people out there, you're hurting, you hate your job, you're working, you know. I drove for a company for 15 years. They had big brown colored trucks. I'll just leave it at that. You figure it out. I literally hated the job. It paid very well. It paid well into the 6-figure salary, you know, benefits, all that kind of stuff. I hated it. I didn't want anything to do with it. I wanted out so bad, and this is how I did it. So without rambling on too long, you know, so I'm just going to leave it at that. And, you know, if you guys have any like questions or comments that, you know, maybe I can help answer for you or get started, please, you know, down in the comment section down there. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Have a great day. Peace.